This is a 1979 Chevy Camaro. It's gone through an extensive restoration, and obviously nothing on it is stock anymore. It's completely custom with a custom paint job, all brand new sheet metal. Pretty much every nut and bolt has been taken out of this car. The engine started its life as a 350 Chevy crate motor. We bored and stroked it to a 383. Figure it's running about 450 horse at the flywheel. I've got a list too long to go on and on about parts that are inside of the engine. It's running Holley 390s, 4-barrel carbs on a tunnel ram. It's got a set of shorty headers on it. Serpentine belt setup. Dual electric fans. No expense was spared when I did this vehicle. I don't know how well it shows up in the video, but you can see the firewall has been completely smoothed out. The only thing that we did add was the heater box, because you do need to have defrost. We added as much chrome as we could to the under the hood without making it look cheap and cheesy. The motor was fully assembled with stainless steel matching bolts. Attention to detail is what really means a lot. Like if you can see the intake bolt here, that's a stainless steel bolt. It has matching bolts all the way around. The cylinder heads were assembled with studs and nuts as opposed to standard head bolts. All the sheet metal in the front is brand new. It's all Goodmark sheet metal, which is as close as you could get to OEM. You can see the flames. They're ghost flames. The paint itself is actually PPG, and it's 2001 Lamborghini green with really, really heavy bass gold flake in it, like the gold flakes they use in bass boats. And you can see we ran the flames all the way down the doors. The flames also run up the hood. This is a steel hood, very heavy hood, not a cheap fiberglass one. And you can see how the flames were done on the hood. And when the hole was cut in the hood, it was done the right way, because this is a double thick hood. And you can see we have rolled sheet metal all the way around. It's nice and smooth, not a hack job. A lot of time and effort was put into making sure that this was a nice, clean vehicle. Attention to detail was done, even with the bezels for the headlights are brand new grill. This is a brand new bumper cover. If anybody knows how these covers are, usually these bumper covers will tend to crack and fade and fall apart. This one's in perfect condition. The only imperfection on it is right here. There's a little teeny chip in the paint. My fault. I pulled it into the garage and I hit my own bench. Yeah, I wasn't very happy that day. Has the old style Kreger SS wheels on it. Perfect style for a 70s vehicle. It has BF Goodrich rubber on it, front and rear. The wheels and tires came from Summit Racing. See, it's got the wider ones in the back. 10-inch wide wheels was about the widest you could fit on this car. Just do a quick walk around so you can see the body's in pretty mint condition. You won't see any rust, dings, dents, or anything on this car. We also shaved the door handles. You'll see there's no door handles there at all. The driver's side door has a popper inside of it that runs on a keypad from a Lincoln Town Car. You just punch in the code right there on the keypad and the driver's door will open. There's the computer assembly for the keypad, all wired right in. Works perfectly. This car also has a fuel cell in the trunk. It's a 15-gallon fuel cell. The engine itself probably gets about 10 to 12 miles to the gallon, so you've got a decent range. The battery's been relocated to the trunk. You can also, I don't know, it's probably too dark to see, but the roll cage, it has a 4-point cage in it that comes through the trunk and all the way down through the floor. It's an NHRA approved cage. The only thing that's missing is the front door cage pieces. I didn't want them there because the car wasn't going to be raced. I'll show you the interior real quick. This has a custom steel dash, all handmade. This was fabricated at a pro shop in Massachusetts. They also fabricated the center console to match. And it's got the golden oldies gauges, which I think is a really nice touch. I don't know how well it shows up in the video, but the dash is painted the same color as the car. It's a nice dark forest green. And you can see the roll cage in here. It's not one of the cheap bolt-in ones, it's a weld-in one. You can see the factory seat is still there. The interior itself is in pretty decent shape. It does need a headliner, and the door panels need to be finished. You can see the top section of the door panels is missing. Little trim pieces here and there. The seats are out of a 94 T-Bird. They're very comfortable, and the driver's seat is actually power. You can see here this works just fine. Very comfortable seats. I also added power windows to it. All AC Delco parts, power window motors and regulators, all from AC Delco. I'm going to go ahead and start this up for you. This has a push button start. All you do is turn the ignition on to bring your accessories alive. And then down here you'll see your switch for your fuel pump. Push button start right here. It has 3-inch exhaust. The exhaust jumps out right on the side, on both sides. It has Flowmaster 2-chamber mufflers on it. I'll show you a quick shot underneath. And that's about it. I'd say my total investment on this vehicle is probably somewhere around $50,000 to $55,000. It's about 90% done. There's only a few things here and there that it needs. Like I said earlier, the interior needs to be finished, and some small stuff like it needs a new trim piece here for the windshield. You can see the chrome is missing. Also the same thing on the rear window. The chrome there is still missing. And there's a trim piece that's missing right here. There's supposed to be a smooth trim piece here. Same thing on the opposite side. Nothing serious. The car runs and drives great. The entire drivetrain's brand new. It's an automatic with a turbo 350 with a Fairbanks shift kit. The rear differential is brand new. It's a posi. It has a 355 Richmond gears in it that were actually just put in recently. I would say the whole drivetrain probably has about 500 miles on it. And it just kind of sits in my garage. I just don't have time for it. Give you a view of the passenger side too. And that's it. Call me if you got any questions on it.